But I would submit we didn't try, what did we not try? We didn't try resizing the browsers, which most people are on phones and really can't, to see if that changes things. We didn't try different browser combinations, different form factors.
Load testing.
We didn't get into client versus server, which I think is a fun little discussion. There's little places I could take this conversation to go. If we had more time, I would have asked. We're concerned that we're going to have performance problems walking into about that and go off into that world. But yes.
I feel like we also missed something really important since you said for like young children is user experience, and that doesn't look fun. So why are they going to use it? And if it's supposed to be done for a certain amount of time, I think I have an almost 5-year-old and it's too young, but less than maybe 30 seconds.
So that would be an interesting, thank you for bringing that up, that's a very good question. How can we just get some second graders in here and see if this thing is going to be a complete train wreck? And if it is it okay anyway? Is it just that we have to ship something that fulfills the requirements? A lot of government contracting is we've got to ship something that fits the technical requirements on that day, and then we're going to find out that it's not good enough for various usability reasons, and we'll get more money to do rewrites. Is that the situation we're in? I don't know.
There's another one that you're going to hit regulatory because it's a school district and you have to 502.
So accessibility. If someone had brought up like I have an entire, I've done this longer and we just spend like 20 or 30 minutes of me saying, that's out of scope. We have a waiter for that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. But it's great that you got the skills. And eventually people get so frustrated. If you're just going to say, don't worry about that for every concern, we could ship it right now. Right? I think there is an interesting conversation to have about the role of QA in the organization. My point here is that the things that some of you did today were skills developed over a period of time, usually years, usually tacit knowledge, usually hard to articulate, that a lot of people in the organization don't even know you have. So you go back home, they do this exercise, they say ship it, and you say, oh, did you think about it? No, these didn't even come up. Demonstrates tester skills. You can also use it as an interview question. The next question, which I don't think we have time to go into, is which of the defects did we find would test automation find? It's not all of them, is it? It's not many of them. Which of the regression defects could test automation done well find? A slightly higher percentage. So then there's that conversation. And then what do we do about the things that our tooling can't find?
Well, a lot of times because automation falls in the regression model, you don't want automation to find defects because that means that they changed something that they shouldn't have because you're adding, because that was a business model earlier. So unless you shift left with automation more, it becomes, you won't find defects, or you don't want to find defects with automation.
That's an interesting and new argument. Write your automation so you don't find defects. But I think it's a little out of scope.
Not unless it's doing negative.
I think that's a little out of scope for this moment.
It is, but I want to know your opinion. I don't care if that's go.
Let's talk about it in the hallway. But there are many contexts, some of which that argument could be valid. But I'm pursuing, actually my next session is on pursuing risks and managing risks. So if I'm spending all this effort on something that isn't finding any risks that materialize in the world, my next question is, what's that about? And then I go dive into it. And then is that thing free or does it have a maintenance cost? And if it's not finding any bugs and it has a maintenance cost, what's that about? And then we dive into it.